Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a 2023 book update and plans, hopefully, about my 2 books that will be publishing in 2023, and then also my 2022 accomplishments regarding writing. I had to write it out because 2022 was really difficult and I was having a very hard time being positive because shit hit the fan. Yes, it did. Throughout the whole 2022 and even into 2023, and we're not even a week into 2023 as of posting. But I needed something positive because I was feeling really down. So we're just going to jump into the 2023 updates first and foremost. So I will be publishing my 3rd book, The Two Foxes, in early 2023. Do I have a date? No, I don't. That's what I continually have told you all. So as of right now, I don't know. There's just too much going on with the cover artist and myself. We're both having a moving situation. So moving and finding a place to live is number 1, and everything that comes with moving, which, you know, it's a lot. So I'm just gonna say early 2023. I can't say exactly because I don't want to promise and then, like, it's been happening for 2022 that it's not coming through, and I keep saying it's gonna happen, so I'm just going to say sometime in early 2023 because I don't know myself. And really all of it is I'm waiting for my cover for the book. The book itself has been finished for like a year and a half. But yeah, you can't release a book without the cover. It's a little difficult, right? And yes, it's been a year since I commissioned it, but like I said, it's been extremely difficult for my cover artist and for me too. We've had multiple emergencies, personal emergencies, housing emergencies, just back to back in 2022 and even starting in 2023. So we know that we need to get the cover done, but yeah, housing is number 1. I'll stay patient and hunker down until my cover artist sends it over, but right when I get the book cover, I will set up a pre-order on Amazon and email you all about it. So also subscribe to my newsletter on my website just so you get the first information on that. It will be posted on social media, but the newsletter is where it's at for all the information first up. I guess it would be first come, first serve, but that's not the saying. It's just like I send out information first and then, you know, you get it. Okay, that's fine. So the next big project is shifting to a new genre, which is urban fantasy. This subgenre is detective agency. Think of a sassier female version of the Dresden Files, but not as a witch or a wizard. She doesn't have the usual witchy magic. This project is with beta readers, and I will commission book covers for the whole series all at once with my new cover artist, Faye Lane. She's fantastic because I currently have about 6 book ideas, if not more, and that's just because this series is pretty endless, and there's so many possibilities that I could go as far as the readers want. Now, if the readers only want 6 books, or maybe they only want 8, then I can do that. But if you all want 10, 15, I can do that as well. I'm just saying. So keep an eye out for the updates on both books. I think this will be a little bit smoother. I'm just gonna knock on wood. I mean, it hasn't been for the first week, but, you know, it's just the first week. It's fine. That's what I'm telling myself so I can stay sane. So, you know, I'm working on it. It's okay. Everyone has problems. I just have a little bit more the past year and 5 days. Now, speaking of last year, 2022, here are my writing accomplishments for that year. First up, I published my second book, Danu's Curse, on Amazon, and it reached #1 in multiple categories thanks to all of the pre-orders and the new readers that I found doing promotions on Written Word Media and Book Riot. I do recommend those too. They're actually really good. Oh, and also on Book Funnel. I was using Book Funnel for the first few months during that release and found quite a few new people as well. However, this is kind of like 1A. Let's go with 1A. I did realize after a lot of research that Danu's Curse's book cover is not to market, and that's why sales have dwindled. It does not work. And so that's why I found a new cover artist, like I said, because the previous cover artist, just too much going on. We're still friends. I mentioned this before in another video, multiple videos, so I'm feeling like I'm repeating myself, but there's no bad feelings or anything like that. It's just I need to get covers within like 2 months or so, 1 to 2 months. And since Danu's Curse was published in September, we still have some time. It's not old. It's like a toddler, I would say. It's a toddler age. So that's why I'm really interested in getting a new cover as soon as possible. But even without the cover, that was like the to market cover, it still did fairly well considering. #2 is I finished the first draft of my 4th book, and that will be my first ever book series, and that's the urban fantasy book series that I mentioned a few minutes ago. And then #3, I wrote 10,000 words for my 5th book, which is the second book in the series, as I just mentioned. #4 is I updated my website and newsletter. It was an overhaul. We just went for it after looking into ways to make it just feel more homey and more organized and more appealing. And #5, I surpassed 350 subscribers on my newsletter. Amazing. Thank you all. #6, I wrote, edited, and published my reader magnet for my newsletter, which is a prequel, A Patriot's Brother. And that's only on my newsletter, so you just sign up for my newsletter and then you get a free copy of A Patriot's Brother. #7, I joined Brian Cohen's ad school in October of 2022. And then #8, like I mentioned a few times already, but I'm going to count it. #8 is I found a new cover artist, Faye Lane. I had to do that list because I was in a negative mindset for basically all of 2022 because all of the emergencies, basically emergency every single month. It was not fun. It wasn't. And I could do the absolute bare minimum with my writing because I had 2 other jobs that were keeping me afloat. And so writing was put on the back burner. However, when you look at those 8 accomplishments, it technically wasn't on the back burner. It's just that instead of 15 accomplishments, I did 8. But those 8 are really strong, and I'm really glad that someone mentioned that to list out all the accomplishments, because I was really feeling like I didn't have any in 2022. But I have 8. I have a solid 8. And that does help a lot with my self-esteem as a self-published writer, especially when the struggle is still real. And I am not really focused on writing right now and not really for marketing. I had a pause for quite some time, and that pause is going to continue maybe into like the first half of 2023. I don't know. It's a little much. It's just a little much. Okay. That's what I'm telling myself so I don't have a mental breakdown, but it's fine. It's totally fine. We're just going with the motion, taking it one day at a time. And I have had to pause writing my 5th book, even though I have 10,000 words already, because I am not the writer that can write through stress. I need to not be stressed out. Now, that's a little weird because you hear a lot of writers or just artists in general, they will say that they need to create art or do something artsy or else they become stressed out. Yeah, I'm the opposite. So it's a little difficult right now. But I think because the urban fantasy book series they're not going to be, really long. So the 10,000 words is actually pretty good. And then I add like another 40 to 50,000 words and we're golden. And that's not going to be that much of an issue. And that book will be published in early 2024. So I do have a timeline. I also, need to look at how to market more and how to get that urban fantasy series more to market. My other books, as I've said in other videos, they're about 70% to market, but it's better to have it in the high 80s or 90s for, regarding marketability within the story and the plot and the characters and just what you expect for tropes. So I'm really working hard on keeping it to my true self and my true writing and making it artistic in that way, because I do write for art, not for entertainment or to get money necessarily. But I do want readers. I want to have this as a career, so we have to do like a little more of a different mindset versus someone that's doing it for fun or entertainment purposes, because it's different things. And it's totally up to the individual. It doesn't need to be this one way or another way, or you can't do anything in the middle. It's nuanced, and that kind of makes it a little harder when you're self-published and you're on your own. I think when things settle down, I'm gonna have more time, money, energy, less stress, more fun to play with things, more sociable, because I have not been sociable. I just don't want to be grumpy cat. So trying to just take it one day at a time. And it's okay if you take it one day at a time, because sometimes you just do. If you try and look even a week ahead, sometimes you're just like, I can't do it. I'm going to have a mental breakdown. I'm going to go take a nap. In certain situations, it's okay. I have to remind myself, and I'm just going to remind you as well, because we're all in this together, as High School Musical quote, tweet that, even though I don't have Twitter. We're going to go with the all in this together theme song, even though it's so cheesy, but sometimes you need cheesy, and it's okay. It's okay to be cheesy, especially when you're feeling down in the dirt or the mud. What is that saying? I don't even know. It's fine. We're going forward to the end of the video because now I'm just rambling and trying to make myself feel better and you feel better as well. But that's what I'm here for the most part. Also book reviews, but you get the gist. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great reading and writing day, and cheers to 2023. Hopefully it doesn't suck like the last 3 years. Fingers crossed. Keep updated with my social media and my newsletter, and I'll see you next time. Bye.